Okay, so this is my cultural autobiography. My name is Garrett Guthrie. I am 21. I live in Cypress, Texas with my family. This is me right here. This is my younger brother Braden. This is my mom. This is my uncle Trent. My two cousins. It's my aunt Laura, and that is my older brother Dre. Here is my father, Todd. Um, I've lived in Cypress, Texas for most of my life down in Houston. Yeah, a little bit more about my family. Both my mom and my dad are educators. My dad has taught high school science for as long as I can remember, and my mom has both a master's in history and in psychology. Right now, she's teaching more psychology than anything. But yeah, my parents met about 25 years ago, 26 years ago, and they they were both coming from previous marriages that hadn't gone as well as they'd hoped, and they found each other, and a few years later had my older brother. So here's a couple more pictures of my family. Here's us, like me and my siblings, at the Renaissance Festival, which we'll talk a little bit more about in a second. Here's another picture of my mom and my dad. And here is my mom and my grandmother, Peggy. So some of the more interesting things about me. So here's some of my hobbies and interests. So this photo is me at the Citizens Bee in Houston, which my school happened to host. Um, eh, I was good enough. I think I placed third or second my senior year, which was when this photo was taken, which is why I'm holding a Starbucks gift card. And I was the alternate for the Citizens Bee should the person in first place drop out. This is me after one of my football games. Might have been one of my last. I think it was senior night with my mom right there. It was really fun. I played football since first grade. Um, I really enjoyed playing football. Here's me and my coach after the championship game that we lost my senior year. Um, I had come pretty far because of a knee injury earlier in the year, earlier in my junior year, I should say, and it was nice to be back, even though it ended in a loss. And this photo here on the far right was kind of summarizes my love of history. My mom and I went to a history exhibit after school that the Houston Museum of Natural Sciences kind of rotates around. This one happened to be about knights, and because my mother was a teacher, she got in for free and got to see it before it was quite all finished, and it was really cool, very interesting. So my family, what makes it very unique, and I think what makes me a rather unique person is our very dynamic and interesting family culture. So the reason why this Christmas tree is here is because every year around Christmas we decorate it. It's also there because that picture was taken in I think March or April, somewhere in there. Um, we have a bad habit of occasionally leaving the tree up just because it's kind of funny and we like to be weird. Um, this photo right here in the middle is after one of the Marvel movies. I forget which one. It was either that or a the last Star Wars movie, and we all have a love for kind of nerdy things and interesting things, so we we really wanted to go see the movie, and so we all went and saw it together. This is a family friend, Mr. Flanagan, who was my mentor in high school, and is still a dear friend to this day. He and my mom have worked together for a long time, and he has impacted my life in a number of very very significant ways, and I appreciate him for it. And this one just kind of summarizes, I think, the weirdness of my family. That's the same trip we took to a Renaissance fair. I think 3 years ago, and that is my older brother, his friend, and another one of their friends who happened to be there. that they haven't seen in forever who was dressed up like the Grinch. And yeah, that kind of sums up my family in a nutshell. We're very smart. We're very weird. We're pretty nerdy, but all in all, we like to have fun and do interesting things. So yeah, that's my cultural autobiography.